Okay, so the first step is to catch your victim. And this is Chip. And he needs some vitamin E on his arm because he tries to fly and he lands on it. So you'd think it would be easy to catch him because he can't fly, but he bounces really high. He must be sleepy because he didn't bounce. Okay. The easiest way for me is to put him on something that he can grip, like a towel, or my leg. Hi, Chip. Preferably you would have had this open already. This is CVS Vitamin E Oil 28,000 IU. And this is from the skincare section, the beauty section. Because Chip wants to be beautiful, don't you? This is the one that doesn't like me. So he's being very kind right now and allowing me to do this, which doesn't help you very much. Anyway, so if you put your hand on top of them, they're more comfortable than if you try and hold them up like that with their feet wiggling around. So if you put them on a nice steady surface that they can grip, put your hand on top of her like this. So you have one thumb on one wing, your fingers on the other. Well, two fingers. And then you can kind of hold the head and the remaining two fingers. Oh, he likes that. He thinks that's nice. Yeah. Hello, Chip. You're being a good boy tonight. You're supposed to be bad and try and get away so I can show her. Anyway, so you're holding your burb. You get the vitamin E on your finger. And I'm not going to put it on his head because he doesn't need it on his head. But here is the wing. So he's got all sorts of scabs and stuff under his wing because he can only fly like a few inches, but he tries to climb up stuff and then jump off again. So I'm just going to dab it on. Since it's oil, it gets more liquid when it's warm. And you're being careful not to squish the bird. He can still breathe. He's not gasping or wheezing. And once it doesn't want to come on off of your finger anymore, get more on a different finger. So you don't want to contaminate the bottle. Just dab it on. As it warms up, it'll get more liquid. It'll spread to the surrounding skin and tissues. Now for him, I just need to go where it's bleeding and slightly around that. But for you want to go with the grain of the feathers. Don't go against the grain of the feathers because that'll just pull them out. So you want to go with the grain of the feathers, past the edges of the wound, get all that naked skin, make sure everything is nice and moist and it's going to be able to unstick itself as it gets warmed up. But you don't want to use too much right above. So there's feathers stuck to my fingers now. You don't want to use too much right above the eye. That little spot, the swollen spot you were talking about, it'll be just fine if you lubricate the edge of it, like the very thickened edge next to the gray part, instead of going down along the outside of it where it looks really yellow and swollen. You don't really have to do that bit, because I'm afraid if you do that bit, the oil will just go down into the eye, and that will irritate the eye. So that's pretty much it. Just hold them on a solid surface with your palm on top. Secure the wings. Secure the head by the little jawbone. And then you're good to go with the other hand. You shouldn't have to use the towel unless they get very upset. And you know, it's best to be able to cover the eyes when they get upset, but you know, since you're working on the head, that you don't want to asphyxiate them by trying to cover up the face or anything, because they have to breathe through the little nostrils, obviously. And being doves, they're fat, so they overheat quite easily. But yeah, you're doing good. And so are you, Chip. Very good poster boy. Even though you're losing feathers all over me. Good boy. How do I stop this?